Oh yeah! Don't you love this music? Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
it's like a techno elevator.
It is. Welcome everybody to Inside the Booth. I'm your host Dan the Law, and tonight we have Josh from the Maker's Den. What's up?
That's right.
Josh?
How's it going, man?
Good. How are you doing? We started
Good.
talking about this movie before we started going live, so we decided let's just go live.
Yeah,
Talk
well,
about
it's still
it now.
fresh.
Well, it's still fresh. That's it. What's up, Phil? How you doing? I see you over there. So yeah. So here we go. We're starting.
Let's get into it.
It's this awesome movie called Rebel something.
Rebel
It's
Tune.
actually Rebel 2. Yeah, it's
Rebel Tune.
I just had the picture up here. Where'd it go? Right here. All right.
There it is.
We're doing this TV show. We're going to review this beautiful TV show called Rebel Moon.
Yeah, it looks like it was filmed on Sci-Fi, right?
It does. Look at that. It looks like it's one of those cheap, cheesy shows, you know?
Right? Yeah.
Called Rebel Moon. And then they decided to put a new logo to it and make it look almost like a
Angsty.
Star Wars. That's like almost Star Wars font, isn't it? Like, you know, you got the name.
Sort of, not yes and no at the same time.
Look at what I did for the thumbnail.
Yeah, I did. I
Look
saw that. I thought that actually looked pretty good with the Saj Ventress in there and all that. Yeah.
Star Wars story.
Thank God it's not.
Well, it was supposed to be.
I know it was pitched as it. They shot it down, and it's not like they're doing much better with Star Wars to begin with right now, anyway. So they could have done worse. You know,
say, this is a Star Wars story if you think about it. It's pretty close to following everything Star Wars. It's strange, so strange.
Yeah, but in the worst way possible.
It is the worst way possible, and so Zack Snyder did pitch this as a Star Wars movie before Disney bought Lucasfilm. And
I thought it was after they bought it. Still,
no, it was before they bought it, and then
was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then he tried getting Disney to look at it.
Oh, okay. He tried the second time. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's when Disney shut it down.
Yeah,
because I guess I heard in the rumor lines was George Lucas was probably going to allow the movie.
Really?
Yeah. But it wasn't written exactly the way it is now, you know, how it came out. A lot of edits had to happen because it's not supposed to be Star Wars anymore. So
right, yeah. Well, you know, it's odd because this is also like the PG-13 version, because there's supposed to be another version coming out like what, next month or something like that. That's supposed to be like, you know, R-rated, and it's supposed to flesh out the story and all that stuff. Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. I don't think we need a Snyder cut for this movie. Just because
is it going to make it worse?
Is it going to make it better? Probably not.
Well, the thing is, why would you do that? Why on earth would you go ahead and be like, all right, we're going to go ahead and send out this crappy one and turn everybody off of it, and then put the good one out there, and nobody's going to watch it because they got burned by the first version?
You know why? Is because they're probably thinking
because of the Justice League thing.
Yep. Justice League's Snyder
cut
was a big
Netflix
hit.
Gave him full reign, didn't they?
Yeah, I know that. So you got to think about it.
So what's the point?
Was it Zack Snyder who chopped it up and then said, "Well, let me have a Snyder cut"?
Yeah, this is the Netflix cut. This is the Snyder cut. Like, just release the full movie. I mean,
yeah, I think it was pretty full. Because
it was a long movie.
It is very long.
Or it felt like it was.
Well, how many times do you got to watch a slow motion scene, you know?
That's what I'm saying, man. You cut out all that slow motion, you probably go ahead and whack about like 15, 30 minutes off the movie.
You know what I thought was funny? Was the slow motion in the slow motion.
I know. It's like it went slow, and then it's like, oh, let's go ahead and watch it. Even oh, gosh.
Way slower.
And you know, and it's crazy because it worked for like 300 because, again, it was based off of a graphic novel, and it made it look like a graphic novel in motion,
right,
if you will.
Cool, for sure.
Yeah. And this one, it just looked weird.
It did. I can't say it was a horrible movie, but I can't say it was a good movie. It was a movie.
It was that. It's something if you've got time to burn, and at the end of it, wish you could go ahead and get your time back. This is the movie for you.
Yeah, that's it. And if in reality,
or if you just love B movies,
there you go. If you love Star Wars, you probably would like this.
No,
it's not quite Star Warsy, but it's very close to being Star Warsy.
It had some elements from it, but
it's how they hook you. You got to see how bad.
Oh, it's Joey from work. What's up, Joey?
What's up, Joe? Don't forget to vanquish the like button, everybody, and subscribe to the channel. So it's you're right. It's how they hook you. They hook you with the slow-mo and the
bait and switch.
The bait and switch. And then I got to see how bad the sequel turns out.
Oh, gosh.
Well, let's hope the sequel is better than the first one.
I hope it has more story to it, because it really left you hanging at the
end. Well, the whole thing kind of leaves you hanging, like, what's really going on? It's strange.
Took me 3 days to watch.
Yes.
Again, it took an eternity to watch that movie. It felt like an eternity watching that movie.
Exactly. What's up, fellas?
What's up?
So, what made it more interesting for me, I rewatched it today, was I watched a bunch of things that kind of made fun of the movie. And then I watched the movie again, and I was like, this is 100% accurate, and I kind of laugh while watching it now, and I'm like, this is great. It's better to watch it after you watch everybody else make fun of it and stuff, and then you're like, oh, this is it. That's what.
So my wife is not a huge movie person necessarily, so I ended up kind of getting my wife to go ahead and watch it with me, because I need to refresh my memory on it since I'm going to be on Inside the Booth tomorrow night anyway. It's like, you want to watch it with me? She's like, yeah, sure, why not? And I think what made it just better was her commentary about the movie.
That's it. See, that's what I need. I need somebody that can make fun of things with me while we watch stuff.
Right, yeah.
When I'm doing it by myself, it's kind of boring.
Yeah, because you're being a critique at that point, and you don't have an audience, if you will.
Right, exactly.
It's almost like you need to do a live review of you're watching it live and reviewing it live at the same time.
It would be great. I don't think YouTube will let you do that.
Probably not.
But I think that would be so.
Well, maybe live reactions.
There you go, live reactions. What would be fun to do? It's remember that TV show Mystery Science 3000?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, I hadn't seen it, to be honest, but I've heard of it. I know what it is.
You've never seen it? Oh man,
I've actually never seen it. No, yeah.
Okay, well, when I was a young teenager, I would watch it all the time. And basically, you're watching a movie screen with a couple of 2 or 3, 2 puppets and one guy, and all you see is their silhouettes. And they're talking through the movie, making fun of the movie.
Oh, nice.
So that's
that's
what I would love.
I like
to
that.
do. I would
that
love
would be
to
funny.
do that here at Inside the Booth. Just
that would be fun too.
A bunch of us watching it and making fun of movies. That'd be awesome.
But anyway, yeah. So what's category 1 again?
I don't know, but hey, your sister's here. She says, "What's up, guys? What's up, Tabitha?"
Sorry, movie less. Spoilers. Oh, okay. All right. Tabitha's trying to avoid some spoilers, so.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. We won't. There's not a lot to spoil, so.
There's not. Horrible movies are not what? Great? Because you said bad movies are great, horrible movies are not. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense now. Okay, put it together.
Put it together. So I guess we can get into it.
All right, yeah.
Well, we've already been kind of talking about. Let's start with the plot.
Or the lack thereof.
The lack thereof. It seems really interesting, so waiting to be on my own. Yes.
You will be. You will be.
Well, we'll wait until part 2, Tabitha. Maybe we'll have you come on too.
Yeah.
You and Josh can come on for part 2, and we'll review the movie together. Anyway, yeah. Let's get back to the plot, shall we?
The plot, yes. Yes, the plot.
The plot.
Go ahead. I want to hear what you got to say about it.
All right, so here's my way of plot. Is this guy? No, wait a minute. This girl. No, wait a minute. This evil people. The Empire.
Pretty much, yes, the Empire.
Admiral Piet. He comes to this planet. This is basically what I'm thinking. Admiral Piet comes to this planet, wants to destroy it. No, but it's not about that. It's about the girl and this guy who are on the planet of, what would you call it? A harvesting planet? A planet of...
The farm planet.
It's a farm planet of grain and wheat only. That's real good. That's a cool planet to be on, let me tell you.
Yeah, man. So technologically advanced.
Throwing stuff. Oh no, Josh!
What'd I do? Oh snap! Did you lose power? Oh crap! I guess it's my turn. I guess I get to go ahead and do the plot then. All right, so here we go. So the plot of the movie is that some. Oh, you're back. Okay. I was just getting ready to launch into it, just in case I didn't know if your power went out or not.
Yeah, sorry. My not just the computer, the internet is kind of
wonky.
Yeah, going in and out a little bit. So what was I saying? Yes, the farm planet.
The Empire was coming to the farmland.
Yeah, exactly. Here I go again.
Okay, all right. So the massive Johnson's-shaped spaceship comes to the farmland, and they're like, "We want your grain." Farm people are like, "Well, we don't have enough." Empire's like, "Well, we'll take care of that." So you're just off the main dude. And the woman, the hero, if you want to call her that, heroine, whatever, she's like, well, you know what? I'm not going to go ahead and take any of this crap. I'm going to go ahead and find people to go ahead and save my planet. Here's my beef with that, though, as well as that. So the evil Empire leaves their Johnson-shaped ship in the sky, right?
Yeah. Did you see that beginning part of the hole that opened up? Didn't it look like something else?
Another anatomically accurate orifice. Yeah, I thought that was a little odd. Yeah. But I don't know if that was subliminal messaging or what. But anyway, so my beef is that, the Empire's like, all right, we'll be back in 10 weeks. The woman then ends up taking care of some bad dudes or whatever like that are going to do some bad things to one of the farm girls, and there's no communication between what's going on down there on the planet to what's going up there on the ship. Like, hey, we're being attacked. You might want to go ahead and send some reinforcements for 10 weeks. They didn't do nothing to those people. There was no repercussions for the actions of the people down there, man. For 10 weeks. No. The grain people said that the farmers said 9 weeks, but the Empire said we'll show up in 10.
Yeah, exactly.
But either way, it doesn't matter. They were going for a long while, and the Empire did jack crap about anything.
Yeah, that's true. What happened to the guards?
Right, that's what I'm saying. They didn't check on the stormtroopers or nothing, man.
no communication, no walkie-talkies, nothing.
No.
Nothing to say, hey, how's it going down there? You know, what's going on?
Oh, I'm not getting any transmissions back from them. We might need to send a scouting party down there and see what's up. No,
exactly.
This be like, well, no news is good news, I guess.
Yeah, it's good news. That's it. No news is good news.
No wonder the Emperor was killed.
Yeah, that's right.
Didn't know how to manage his people.
Oh, so funny. This movie was strange. Yeah, so they're on a scout. Basically, the rebels are on a scouting party for more rebels to help them. And then all this stuff in between was kind of ridiculous and nonsensical.
Just mashed together to go ahead and fill it, to take up space in the movie.
Yeah, it's like
it's just fluff.
It's basically a 2-hour montage of getting together, you know,
right?
Ocean's 12 people get them
in the worst way possible. Yeah. I mean, what's up? So what's up with like getting what's his name, Jamon Hunsu, or however you pronounce that dude's name, the guy from Gladiator, right?
Yeah, the black guy. Yeah,
they put him on a planet that's 4 gladiators. Hey, you don't get to see a gladiator fight at all, and you put the guy that was in Gladiator at the arena?
Yeah, right. Right.
What's up with that?
That's true. There you go. It's the B team assemble.
It's more like the Q team.
The Q team. That's it. It's like the A team, but it's not the A team.
No. No, definitely not. This is like, you know, the least qualified team. Well, at least the leader I find to be the least qualified.
Right.
I mean, you know, I'm not trying to go ahead and be this way or anything like that, but you're going to go ahead and cast a woman to go ahead and be the hero. You at least make her attractive instead of trying to make her look like a lesbian dude.
Yeah. She looked more like a lady, you know, as her present self than her past self. You know, her past self was.
Well, even her present self, if you will, didn't look all. It was nothing. To quote, so there was a podcast that came out years ago. It was called Yoda and Me, and it was just off the wall stuff. This dude talked as Yoda, and anyway, but he described an actor, and I'm going to go ahead and use his quote to describe the main woman of this movie. She looks like if you were to go ahead and take a bowl of mashed potatoes and mash your fork into it and then pull it back out, and that would be her face. That's what she looks like. Just a lump of mashed potatoes.
Interesting. That's fun. I don't know. Joe does say, what do we think about the cost of the movie? It cost him $166 million. And
he's not going to see a profit, I'm sure. No. I mean, you think about all the marketing they even put out too, man.
Yeah. First of all, it's Netflix. Netflix, they don't make much money off of this stuff, you know. I mean,
they do, but they don't.
Well, if you look at the movies that they make, who's making most profit off of Netflix movies? Adam Sandler.
Right. You know, Ryan Reynolds
he's making, yeah.
Because Ryan Reynolds made a couple movies on there, man.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Well, you got like, was it 6 Underground? You got Project Adam? What was another one, like Red Notice or something like that, or whatever, with The Rock and Gal Gadot?
Oh, right.
Yeah. No, he's got a couple on there. But Adam Sandler, he's got a bunch of them on there. Right now.
Adam Sandler's basically the guy who's kind of he's not running Netflix, but he's always making like a movie every year on Netflix.
Right? You know? Yeah, I think there was 1 year he came out with like 5 in 1 year on Netflix.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one, I mean, you know, it's crazy because, you know, I'll walk into Walmart and I see shelves with Rebel Moon product that's not moving. Like, I don't see one box out of place.
Interesting.
It's pretty bad that it's going to flop that hard.
Star Wars is female. Does that make Inside the Booth females as well? Phil, you're so funny. No, I don't think so. But if you think about it, the reason why I put Star Wars as female, because, obviously that's what, what's her name said?
Chinwa or whatever her name is, Chinwaggle, something.
No. The lady that.
Oh, Kathleen Kennedy?
Yeah, Kathleen.
Yeah, no, she said the Force is female.
Yeah, so basically, Force is female, Star Wars is female, and you're seeing more female, main characters in the shows,
Right, and the focus is all on the females.
Yeah, and
that's why they killed off Han Solo right away.
This movie would be perfect for that. I mean, you got a main woman.
You got a main woman character in there. You got the Japanese woman that's wielding the fake lightsabers.
Yeah, the 2 lightsabers she's got. Oh, speaking of which, look, I got some entertainment. I got some pitches.
Pitches.
So here's
whoa.
Right, she's got the 2 lightsabers.
But she's not wearing her dollar store hat.
No, not in that one. Or that one. When she's not fighting, she wears it.
Oh, right. Fighting, okay, yeah.
She's got to look cool.
Why is it that nobody helped her?
I don't know.
Like all of them had guns, and nobody stepped in to go ahead and help her.
They're just watching her fight that spider lady. It's so weird. But look at this. The way she looks in this movie, she looks like, like one of those.
Looks like a Mira Luca.
A dark Jedi,
Right, yeah, I think that's what the Mira Luca wore, but they were like blind, dark Jedi kind of thing.
Yeah, so here's a bunch of random people that made Jedis, dark Jedis. Here's a dark Jedi.
Anime style.
Yeah. Here's a dark Jedi. Here's a dark Jedi.
Right.
Here's a dark Jedi. Here's one that's half dark. And then, but she reminds me.
Saj Ventress.
Yeah, now it kind of reminds me of her,
Oh, okay.
Just some of the, obviously not the long dress that she's wearing, but
Right.
Just the way, I don't know. It's just strange. So it's like he took things from Star Wars, and I mean, obviously.
Well, he took things from Star Wars. He took things from Lord of the Rings.
I saw that.
Yeah, like what's up with Edoras being in there?
Yeah, what's up with talking
Rohan?
Talking to the big black eagle thingy.
Oh, the Griffin.
Dragon. Yeah, it's like a dragon eagle.
Now this is great. My wife said this, and I can't get away from it. She's like, with fake bake. That's what she called the dude that was riding the Griffin was fake bake.
Oh, like his tan or something?
Yeah. I thought it was more of like the Wish version of Matthew McConaughey.
Right. What I was thinking though was that he was talking like an Elvish talk to the.
I know.
To the
like how Aragorn did.
Like it's a big black crow thing, and like an Aragorn, and putting his hand out to pet it,
Right.
So silly, so goofy.
It was so cheesy. And that guy should have died, man. He got slammed into the freaking. If anything, he should have lost an arm and a leg, though. The way that darn Griffin raked him across the darn mountains and stuff, man.
Oh yeah.
Either that or severely disfigured to the point it's like, well, can't use him anymore on our team.
Right.
Which would have been hilarious if they actually did that, though.
Yeah. We got Love It saying hello. What's up, Love It?
Hi.
How are you? How are you and the baby? If they said the Force was male, it would be considered assault.
Sexist.
Yeah.
It would be sexist.
That's it. Phil goes, wait, is Rebel Moon a movie? Yes.
If you want to call it that, sure.
It's a TV show, movie slash something.
So what are we gonna go ahead and rate? The plot as out of 1 out of 5, or what? What are we gonna do?
Well, usually gets 1 point if you like it or not. Or if you don't like it, doesn't get a point.
There we are.
So my thing for the plot would be no point for me.
I'm very heavily leaning into the 0.
The no point.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, it's already 2 hours and 30 minutes. So
honestly, I feel
take 20 minutes each.
Yeah, I do feel that if they did condense it. I think if they did condense it into a TV series, you would have gotten at least he would have been shoehorned to go ahead and have to put more plot in each episode.
Right, and make it make more sense.
Yes.
Yes, I think
he would have been better off going that route instead of a full-on movie. But he's a movie dude, so
yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So
what confused me was that it didn't even need to be a part of the movie. You could cut this out and the movie would be the same. Is that whole part the whole a lot of it, you're right. But the whole part where the fake stormtroopers tried to molest the one girl, and then the main main character, she's a BA,
right?
She goes and saves.
Well, I mean,
but did you really need that scene? Couldn't it have been a little different,
Well, I think what they could have done away with. I think that the scene is okay as far as fleshing out that she's the hero kind of thing. Okay, I get that, but they don't have to constantly reiterate. Oh, I don't know how to love because I'm child of war. Which my wife picked up on this one. She's like, there's a lot of freaking pedo stuff in this thing. I'm like, what, really? She's like, yeah. I mean, the fact that what's up with dudes abducting children to go ahead and raise them as their own? She's like, that seems awful pedo to me. I'm like, well, all right.
That's true. That's true.
But I mean, one plot hole to me is that how in the world can a woman that weighs maybe 100 pounds soaking wet, right, can go ahead and defeat these 200-pound dudes, like a butt ton of them?
Yeah. And
it doesn't. They don't say anything like, "Oh, she was specially trained." No, she had the same level of training as those dudes did.
Well, see, I think she was supposed to be force sensitive. That's how she could beat them.
But they don't allude to that.
Well, of course not. It's not Star Wars anymore.
I know, but still, even if it was its own universe, and they're going to have that kind of thing in it, they don't even allude to the fact that she has some special powers. No, she just constantly says, "No, I'm a child of war. I was trained to go ahead and kill people like all the other people in the Empire were."
It's true.
I mean, what the heck? I mean, and again, I don't have a problem. So it's like, women can go ahead and beat up people too. Just look at Black Widow. Black Widow is a superhero in a comic book. That I can get behind. All right? Because it's a comic book thing. Yeah, all right, and it establishes the fact that she's also been trained to be an assassin kind of thing. So she has different level of skills and training and stuff like that can support that. She can go ahead and do that stuff. This chick, nah, she just enlisted in the military as far as went into the army just like everybody else, and just got special privileges because she's the daughter of what was his name, Belisarius or whatever it is, the dude with the beard at the end, or
Yeah, strange.
Nothing there.
All right, let's hit up acting.
Boy,
let's hit up acting, everybody. Acting. Woo. Let's see who's all in it. Sophia something was Cora, the main.
Charlie Hunnam. Charlie Hunnam and
who was Kai. His accent was a little off, I think.
Yeah,
and he seemed like he wanted a Irish accent or something, but he would.
I think they were saying he was going for Welsh.
Welsh. It totally sounded like either Scottish or Irish to me.
I don't know. I know he's British, but
his accent would kind of fade away and kind of come back.
They kind of get a little sloppy.
Yeah, it got sloppy.
Well, it could have been because he was wearing the fake gold teeth. I mean, that could have had something to do with it.
that could have been too. That's true.
Then let's see here. You had Jimon Hunsu, or however you pronounce his name, from Gladiator in there.
Yeah.
He played as Titus, I think it was.
Yeah. Let's see what his name was, or his name.
I think it was General Titus.
General Titus. Yep. General Titus. You're absolutely right. And then you have Ed Skrein.
That's who it is. Okay, I knew his face looked familiar for some reason. Okay. Yeah.
Admiral, whatever his name is.
Admiral Weirdo. I know that much.
Yeah, and then you got
There's
Michael.
Some weird stuff that he was into.
Yeah, and you got Michael Huisman. Huisman. He was the farmer guy, Gunter.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of a dumb name too, though. Gunter.
Kind of a standard name.
Yeah. And then you have Anthony Hopkins as a robot. Hey.
Right? Yeah, I know, right? I mean, you go ahead and give the
ever. You know.
Yeah.
If this was a Star Wars movie, this robot would be the bomb.
Well, yeah, especially because of the voice. Now, I will say this: there was one scene that they had some really good detail on that robot too, man. But the problem I had with, you go ahead and take, Anthony Hopkins, Sir Anthony Hopkins, give him the role of the robot. It's like, oh yeah, man, this is gonna be cool. He's in it for like 2 seconds, and then he's gone for the rest of the movie. That makes it like a brief cameo at the end. What the heck?
Yeah, yeah, it's strange. They should have had the robot go with them on their.
I would have thought they would have.
That would have been better. I would have liked to have like a C-3PO journey person. Robot.
Well, especially since he was supposed to be a war robot originally.
Right, exactly. I
know we keep going back to plot too. So.
Yeah, that's okay. Sometimes you just got to.
I know. Sometimes the plot just sticks out.
Yep.
In all the wrong ways. All right, acting.
Wait a minute, Carrie Lewis is in this movie?
Carrie yeah. He plays the Emperor. I thought that was him. Yeah, Elwes,
yeah.
Yeah.
Carrie Elwes plays who? The
Emperor. The King, the Emperor, whatever he is, yeah.
I didn't recognize him.
I think he had a little bit of prosthetic, like, fatness on him or something like that. And then there was one scene where he had a white beard and stuff.
Okay.
Mm.
I like him as an actor. He's a good actor.
Oh yeah. Especially Princess Bride. Princess Bride is top tier for him, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That is top tier.
It is. Great movie.
It is a classic.
It is.
But anyway,
Anyways, yeah.
Again, why would you go ahead and have him in there and he's only in it for like 2 seconds and he's gone and he's supposed to be playing as like the Emperor? I mean, the Emperor would be a big deal. Right,
exactly. Why didn't they give him a cloak too? He would have looked better with a cloak as an emperor.
There were a lot of communists in that movie.
A black cloak.
Yeah, a black cloak, sure. maybe some kind of helmet of some sort or another.
Maybe. Palpatine Vader or something.
Palpatur? No, that doesn't work. Palpaturd.
Palpaturd.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's funny. Yeah, so I mean the cast wasn't bad. No. Wasn't
I think
good though.
I think the acting was based off of the dialogue though too, man. It's hard to work with horrible dialogue.
That's what the dialogue and
I will say this though. Yeah. Anthony Hopkins nailed it with what little he said. He nailed it.
He did. I
mean, he's like the kind of guy that it doesn't matter what comes his way. He's going to go ahead and give it 110%.
Oh yeah. That's just Anthony Hopkins, though.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why he's a knight.
Yep, and that's why he is one of the greatest actors of all time.
Right. Yeah.
Goodness. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to just give it the infamous half point.
Ooh, the dreaded half.
Yeah. Because there's parts of the acting I liked, and then there's parts of the acting it just didn't work.
But I mean, I'm looking at like an overall kind of thing. And again, a lot of it then also has to be based off of what are the dialogue. But there are some people that just can't seem to act, just like the woman. She can't seem to act at all.
Of course.
She does. I'm serious, man. I do not think that she could act at all.
Well, you know what that is. That's another. See, maybe this was supposed to be a Star
Unless
Wars.
Unless she's supposed to be like stoic or something like that, but still.
That's very Star Warsy, you know. The acting is kind of bad.
Wooden, very wooden and stuff.
Wooden acting. That's a very wooden.
Yeah, I honestly, I'll have to go with a 0 on this one because I think that the acting as a whole for just about everyone in it was bad, except for a few pieces here and there. Overall, it was bad.
Yeah. And that might have to do with the writing, but what do we know? You know,
sure, because we're professionals, right?
That's right. We're professional people that
we're professional YouTubers and reviewers.
That's it.
Like Drunk 3PO and Nerdrotic and all them other people out there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like all of them anyway.
Go support them too.
Hey, so what did you? I know this is not a part of what we're doing, but what did you think about the priests?
You mean the Catholic, cardinal vibes?
Yeah. Did it kind of have a little bit of these vibes too?
It had more. It had more to do with Catholicism than it did the Praetorians and stuff, or the Praetorian Guard. Now, the other thing is that you have the what is it? How is it that since you're monetized and stuff? I'm trying to know what the terminology is. Yahtzee uniforms.
Yeah. No, you can say Nazi. I don't care.
Oh, okay, all right. I wasn't sure. I know how I've been hearing that YouTube happens to go ahead and slam on different words and stuff like that, and that's why I'm trying to avoid some of them.
I don't think we're big enough for them to even watch us. So.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm trying to be conscientious of that for you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. As long as we don't do too much swearing, I think we'll be fine.
Well, no, I mean, we really don't do any swearing, we don't do any of that. But I'm just talking about as far as like some of the hot topic words, if you will.
Right. Again, I get it. But in reality, in the 1940s, Nazis were a real thing. So
no, they were, yeah, and I don't know why YouTube would go ahead and flag that as like, oh, that's just not good word usage and stuff. It's like, well, that's kind of what they were.
Yeah, that's what they were. It's it's kind of historically correct. I mean, look at how they dressed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
definitely had more of a Nazi uniform.
It had Nazi or just communist vibes.
Yeah, like even the Russians back in those days.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's definitely.
I mean, so it's like you instantly knew who the bad guys were based off of what they were wearing.
Right.
It was like there was like no question about it. Like, those are freaking bad guys because they look like Nazis.
Right. He's got that in green. Nice. And I'm thinking. When he was saying that, it's when I was showing this picture.
Oh, the bathrobe?
Yeah. Or this guy. Or these guys. Look at them all. They all look the same.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
Yeah. Just a little, no originality.
No originality.
No originality.
This is the original.
Oh, yeah. Boy, yeah.
But everything else is a copy. Yeah, so let's move on to the next category, shall we?
All right.
Well, before we move on to the next category, let's take a little small commercial break.
Let's do that.
All right, everybody, let's take a break.
What is this place? What is it that you do here? Merchandising. Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
It is beautiful. Speaking of Nazis, they looked a little Nazi-like in the back. Anyways, everybody, for the merchandise, I'm a walking billboard today. You get a T-shirt or a hoodie that says "I am the law" because I am the law. And Also, we have neck gaiters that I'm using as a beanie right now. I call them do-rags because I use them more than just one thing. So go ahead to the shop page, www.insidethebooothtv.com/shop, and get yourself some cool merchandise that helps support us here at this channel. There's a few other ways to support us on this channel. That's called going to Patreon, becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/insidethebooth. Also, you can support us by vanquishing the like button, subscribing to the channel, and dinging the bell. And dinging that bell tells YouTube that you like to watch us. So,
right. Well, and sharing it is nice too, because sharing is caring.
Oh, yes, sharing is caring. Sharing is probably one of the
share it with your friends, and more people can watch it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And if you think we're entertaining enough, please do share, because we like to talk about movies and make fun of them, or like them, or not like them. It doesn't matter. If you're a nerd and you like movies too, you'll probably like what we say.
Fit in. Fit in.
Yeah, you'll fit in, and hopefully you'll like what we say, even if we're criticizing something. So anyways, back to the show. Next category,
cinematography.
Oh, I forgot to change. I forgot to redo that. If you look at cinematography, it's spelt wrong, but someone told me that.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I missed a letter. I forgot the E instead of a A. Yeah,
I thought it said cinematography at first.
That's right. It was supposed to be cinnamon. Sorry, it's supposed to be cinnamon. Cinematography. So yeah, cinematography for this movie was good in some parts and was not good in some parts, and I think Zack Snyder had a little J.G. Abrams nerve in there somewhere, because I saw a bunch of lens flares. I was like, what is going on?
Well, I think what it was is that J.J. Abrams was in charge of the camera and all that stuff, and Zack Snyder was in charge of all the other crap.
That's it. Slow-mo lens flares.
Oh, what a combo. Now, don't get me wrong. I like it. I love me a good lens flare, but it's got to go ahead and fit.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Some parts it fit, and other parts it didn't fit so well. Yeah, it was interesting.
The slow motion killed me. It really did.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just regular slow motion. It's like as you and I were talking earlier, it's the slow-mo within the slow-mo.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh.
But that was so funny. It's like it was going slow-mo, and then all of a sudden, such slower mo.
Oh my. It's like
it was strange.
We already figured that it was kind of intense. That's why we went, dialed it down the first time. You got to dial it down a second time to go ahead and go ahead and make your 2 hour and 15-minute movie. Is that why you did this too? Is that why you put the slow motion on top of the slow motion in there, or what?
That's why he slowed it down.
It's like, I ain't got enough material to go ahead and make 2 hours and 15 minutes. What can I do to drag it out? I'll revert back to my old adage of slow motion.
That's it. And not that it's a bad look. I mean, some parts were great, but using it all the time was kind of annoying.
And for some of the dumbest scenes too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's the one scene where the darn hypocrite
talking scene.
Yeah, God.
That's the only time you didn't have it.
No, the one scene that was just dumb was like when the hippogriff was flying over top of everybody. You just slow mode, and you just watch the woman just go.
And she put her hand up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Right? Yeah, you try to touch the wing. It's like, all right. I mean, what's the significance of the scene?
just being on drugs at that moment. Wouldn't that be cool? You know, it's like it's.
Well, I can see sound.
Smoking too much pot, and they're like, "Yo, man, wouldn't that be sweet if it just something like flew by? You put up your hand and you just touch it with the tips of your fingers. Yeah, man, that'd be awesome, dude.
I touched the feather."
Man, I don't know. Zack Snyder must have been pretty high on pot most of the time, most of this movie, I think.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but he needed to stop.
Right, whatever it was.
That's what I gotta say. He needed to stop. Because it didn't do him any favors.
No, it didn't. I did like some of the cinematography, of course I did. And you know,
they're kind of hard to find though, but
yeah, I think that's the only thing that's gonna maybe needs to start. Start doing.
I mean,
if he's doing speed, maybe. Yo, let's do some speed. Let's speed it up.
Yeah, go ahead and cut that movie in half.
Right.
But I will say, I think probably one of my favorite scenes out of the movie, and it's also weird at the same time, but it was just the way it was shot, was the scene with the robot sitting on the bank of the river chit-chatting with the girl. I don't know. There was something. I think that was actually a really good shot.
It was.
And again, the level of detail that you were able to see on the robot's face, as far as like all the like almost like paisley type patterns and stuff like that were all on the metal. That was actually really cool looking to me.
Yeah.
Now the weird relationship that the girl and the robot had was a little odd, but you know, my wife is like, she's like, "What's up with the sexual tension between the robot and the girl?" Like, I don't know.
This whole movie is sexual tension. I mean,
yes.
The shirt's off half the movie, you know.
It started with a flying Johnson coming out of an orifice.
Exactly. I did like the part where she put her hand on the robot's cheek, and the cheek kind of like
the individual like lighting and stuff.
Little lights that came on. Yeah.
It was kind of interesting. Yeah.
Like yellowish, orangish colors. You know.
And my wife is like, "Is the robot blushing?"
Yeah. Right.
Is the robot blushing? I don't know. I didn't make the movie.
Right. I didn't make it.
I mean, as far as I know, you know, the robot said that they had joy. It's like, I didn't know robots can know what joy would be necessarily. Yeah, but all right.
Robot had a lot of emotions or something in it.
He did. You think he was AI?
Probably. I'm thinking it was. Good thing he didn't write a script or something, you know.
Yeah, good thing he didn't develop something called Skynet.
That's it. No Skynet. That's it. This AI was a nice AI, not a.
Hey, fabrication for those are supposed to be happening this year.
For what?
The Terminators.
Oh yeah.
Well, judging by the context of the first Terminator movie, which was took place in what was it 1984, I think is when it took place, and the guy said 40 years is when the Terminators are supposed to be manufactured. 2024 is 40 years.
Oh, nice.
So we're gonna see a bunch of Arnold Schwarzeneggers walking
around. I hope so. Yeah, well, anyway.
Right, yes. So,
anyways,
cinematography.
I'm going to give cinematography a point because I did like some of it. Some parts were a little too dark for me, but at the same time, that didn't take away like how it looked visually.
Right.
Zack Snyder always had a good, keen eye for how things look visually.
To a degree. I mean, I will say also, I think like, one of the opening scenes, which was the one with like, the one planet in the background and the girl with the weird cow horse thing or whatever like that, which my wife made the observation of a horse that it was deer that were mooing.
Right.
Deer moo. But anyway, but just the set piece of like seeing that silhouette with that planet or moon or whatever it was in the background was actually kind of interesting looking.
Yeah, it kind of gave me. I like how it looked, but at the same time, it gave me Luke Skywalker vibes. On
a little bit, yeah.
With the couple
with the twin suns and all that, the binary sunset thing, But
gave me that vibe, but that has nothing to do with how it looked. It looked
no. It was a very interesting shot. I did like that silhouette kind of thing going on right nice. There. It was so those are like my top 2 scenes over it. I may have to give it the dreaded half.
Okay, half a point.
Because overall, to me, I was highly distracted by the slow motion stuff. That just killed it.
Yes.
It didn't fit at all. It was not cohesive with the story or lack thereof.
Right. Now, he could have done less slow motion. The movie could have been a lot faster.
Sort of, yeah.
Could have been a shorter movie, or he could have just added more plot to it, and it could have been a long movie.
To compensate for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe that's what's going to happen in the Snyder cut that's going to come out. Was it next month? I think it is.
It's going to be slower.
I wonder how much more slow motion is going to be in it.
Snyder cut.
Snyder cut.
Star Wars movie. 10 times slower, more blood.
Right. Yeah, more blood, more profanity, more pedophilia. Oh, wait, no.
People on a moon or a planet? I don't know.
That's a good question, man. It's called Rebel Moon, but they never really specify whether they're on a planet or a moon.
Right, that's true. And they're seeding crops, so maybe it's just a planet. And maybe the moon was like next to him.
I'm sorry, I have to backtrack a little bit to the plot. No wonder the world is up with again with the darn ship in the sky not monitoring another ship that's gallivanting across the universe, all these other planets recruiting people. I mean, you'd think they'd be monitoring all the ships that are coming in and out of the planet.
Right.
And what's up with the lack of technology in that one little town, and the next city over, there's like spaceships flying out of it and crap.
Right. Oh, that's true. That's too true.
I mean, plot holes within plot holes, man. I mean, what in the world? But anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
We keep doubling back on plot.
We do. Well, because it was a strange movie for sure.
For sure. Music. Okay.
So music, the score of the movie.
It was James Horner, wasn't it?
It was.
I was gonna say.
It was good.
I was gonna say. I'm surprised that I did enjoy the music, even though the movie was garbage. The music was really good.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I'll say this: there were actually some of the music choices that he used for even the little town had some Firefly vibes to it, man.
Yeah, it does. You're absolutely right. It does, and I
picked up on it, man.
I like Firefly is a good show, and that's where this picture kind of reminds me of like a Firefly show. I think if the movie was more like this picture, kind of more. Yeah,
I think you're right. Yeah,
and less CGI green.
I would say less green screened. Yeah,
it would have been
filtered.
It would have been kind of a better. I don't know if I could say it would have been a better movie, but it would have
been better looking.
Yeah, it would have been visually better looking for the movie that it was. Because
for whatever reason, it looked like somebody rubbed Vaseline all over the camera lens.
Yeah, right. Why is everything blurry? I don't know.
My eyesights are failing me. Maybe I need to wear glasses now.
Right there. There's a lens.
There's a lens flare.
About 3 of them right there.
Right. You can't see nothing. It's so dark.
So funny. But yeah.
But music,
music was good. I really enjoyed the music.
I did.
That's all I'm going to really say about the music because.
I mean, even the opening swells of like the intro to the movie was pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, the little orchestration as far as like the people singing it. Well, not really singing, but you know what I'm saying. The voices in the beginning of it. That was actually pretty good. I liked it. And it was almost like it was really setting the tone for what the movie could be.
Yeah, exactly. It was almost too Rogue Joe. LOL.
Oh. So one went rogue. Okay, I got you.
Right, she said she still thinks Rogue One was good. Rogue One was good. This kind of had some Rogue One vibes a little bit.
Well, again, he took elements from Star Wars. So I mean,
Yeah. Hopkins roped you in, that's for sure. That's about it. It was Hopkins. It was the music.
I was say he did a good job of like telling the story in the beginning of it too, and that really kind of started. It started to draw you in, and then you just found out how much of a turd.
They should have used him more to tell more of the story instead of her.
Narration actually would have been a pretty cool, thing with the movie. I think.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think instead of her telling her story, it should have been the robot was with her or something, and he told the story about how she was like the
that actually would have been kind of neat. Well, not even that. What if it was like instead it was a movie that is like told from the eyes of the robot kind of thing, right? And he's like narrating little bits and pieces throughout while they're acting and stuff. Yeah, I think that would have been kind of interesting.
That would have been very interesting too. That would have been probably a little bit better.
Because I think that at that point, then the robot would fill in some of the little detail things like, okay, she was trained here, and this is the reason why she acts this way, and yada yada.
Yeah, exactly. Zack Snyder, you need to hire us.
Yes, the brainchild.
I think you need to throw your ideas and bounce them off some people, Zach.
He needs to bounce them off of he needs to bounce them off of Joe Schmoes instead of hiring, Dick and Harry across the room over there.
Yeah, and want to sit down and use AI to write their script.
I feel like AI wrote the script to begin with anyway.
Oh, that's funny.
AI technology's not there yet. You got to keep trying, man. It ain't working out too good.
Yeah. So the movie turned out to look like this.
Rebel Spoon.
Yep, Rebel Spoon. But it could have looked like this.
Could have looked like a sci-fi TV series.
Yeah. I think that even though it looks cheesier, I think it would have.
I would have
liked it better.
Honestly, I think if Zack Snyder went to Sci-Fi Channel, they probably would have done a good job with it.
Yeah, exactly. I
mean, with the budget that he had with Netflix, and it looked like that.
Right. I don't know. I think he could have used less money, to be honest.
Yeah. But I think what it is that he was riding out the coattails of, the Snyder Cut Justice League kind of thing, and Netflix like, yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Maybe he used.
Thinking it's like, it's going to be a huge success because Zack Snyder happened to go ahead and have a huge following for the Justice League.
Yeah, Justice League Snyder Cut.
Yeah. Which really it garnered a following, but not enough to really make anything out of it.
Probably not. Yeah, not really.
I mean, there's some Snyder loyalists, I'm sure, but
wouldn't just create different variations of the same? Yeah, it would have.
Probably.
That's probably why it wasn't good. So, anyways,
the more things change, the more they stay the same.
That's it.
So point wise for music, I do definitely give it a point for sure.
All right, that's 2 points for music. Last but not least category, we have the allegory. So, because this was a 2-part movie and we only saw the first part and we didn't really see much of an allegory, I don't think I can give it one yet. You can go into the allegory of how the main woman used to be, and then how she is now, and she's starting to redeem herself or something. But at the same time, it's not finished, so I don't know if I want to go into an allegory on this one.
I mean, I could stretch it a little bit as far as like, you know, what are the lengths you'll go to for freedom, kind of a thing.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
But I think my biggest takeaway is more of like advice is write a better script and you'll have a better movie.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, what more can I say other than that? I mean, again, you know, we could go ahead and find another allegory of some form or fashion if we really decide to go ahead and like really dig deep. But yeah, as you just said, it's kind of an unfinished movie because it's not like, okay, let's say it this way. It's not like Star Wars as far as like OG Star Wars, as far as like the first Star Wars. It could have been its own standalone movie because it had a beginning, middle, end that could have stood on its own.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is banking on the second part to go ahead and wrap it up because it had such a loose end on it.
Yep, exactly.
That it's an unfinished product. So I mean, let's say because I mean, let's look at this. Like, let's say that Netflix is like, okay, you know, the numbers are showing that it's not doing too good, so we're not even going to bother releasing the second one. It's an unfinished movie because it can't stand by itself.
Yep, exactly. So
whereas, like,
release the second one.
Right, and you know, you could go ahead and argue. You could argue, like, you know, well, Lord of the Rings, you know, Fellowship of the Ring, but it did have its own beginning, middle, end as well. Now, yes, you did need to have the other ones that really wrap it up, but it really kind of tied things together towards the end of the movie to begin with. As far as Fellowship of the Ring, it kind of tied things together a little bit. It's like, okay, I know the second one is, but it really set things up and finalized the first movie. The first movie had a finished product, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Correct. Now, here's a question. The $166 million that they spent on this movie, is that just the first part, or is it both parts?
I don't know,
it
man.
Must be both parts.
If that's the case, that's a small budget.
Right. Then they did it. Then he probably did a decent job.
Yeah, but I mean, marketing wise, that's like ends up being double the cost. So.
Right. Well, I guess they didn't really market it much because I didn't know much about this movie until.
Well, no, but they did advertise. I mean, because you know, marketing as far as like they have toys and stuff out there that nobody's buying. They have like little collectible things that nobody is buying. I mean, they even have you know those Govee lights, right? The ones that you put around behind your TV to light up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They have that with Rebel Moon like logos on the box.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So they're doing marketing, but it's not generating anything.
Right.
There was a lot of buzz about it, but it's really not going anywhere. Yeah, they got toys. They have toys. It's just that, you know, some areas are selling them, or I say selling them, but they have them in stock and some don't. It's like the Walmart that I go to. They have a lot of like the one little spaceship. You know, it's not even the big one. It's not the one that the rebels were in. It's the one that the communists arrived on the planet with. Little dinky thing. They have boxes of them over at the Walmart I'm at. I mean, boxes of them just sitting there collecting dust.
Interesting. I wonder if they did the toy thing and the whole and the marketing the way they did because it was originally created as a Star Wars movie.
Well, because they were trying to make it that it's going to be the next great, not Star Wars, if you will. It was supposed to be the next great franchise, and that's why they sunk all that stuff into it for the toys and stuff, and it's just not moving.
Right. Well, it's not Firefly, that's why.
Right, yeah, there you go.
If it was Firefly,
I was saying, if it was Firefly,
why don't you bring back Firefly?
No, you don't. No, you can't. No, we're not going to go ahead and go that route. But
you know what I mean?
Oh gosh. But I mean, if they just brought back just Firefly toys, you'd sell out of them, man.
Yeah, you would.
People would collect the crap out of those.
Yeah, it's funny because it's been just I have never seen Firefly until just kind of recent.
Oh, basically. Really?
Yeah, about 6 months ago I started watching.
And you watched the movie Serenity too, right?
No, I didn't even watch the movie yet. No.
You hadn't watched the movie yet? Oh man, dude, the movie is really good. The movie's good.
I should watch the movie. I don't.
Yeah, you need to.
Hey,
it's much better than Rebel Moon. Like way better than Rebel Moon.
I'm saying that to Zack Snyder. He's crying.
I don't care if Zack Snyder's listening to me. He needs to be smacked upside the head.
Zach, you need some help with your writing. That's the problem.
He does.
You took the movie that was supposed to be a Star Wars movie, and you didn't really change it much. I think that's probably what the problem was. You tried changing it so it wasn't too Star Warsy, but yeah, it still has a lot of Star Wars elements, And if you're gonna have Star Wars elements, why don't you just basically make a Star Wars?
I think just
masks, change up the stormtrooper masks a little bit, change up the way people look a little bit, but keep it basically Star Wars. Then, I think
Zack Snyder needs to stay away from writing movies and stuff like that. He needs to go and just direct. That's all he needs to do. Direct. Just already give him the material and be like, make this movie. Got it.
Right.
Because I mean, he can go ahead and cinematically, he can go ahead and make a good movie as long as it's already pre-written for him.
Basically. Yeah. But I mean, a lot of directors do have that little urge where
they wanted to go ahead and dip their toe in the creative waters.
Yeah, I got this passion project or something, and not saying that this Rebel Moon was his passion project, but if it was, then I am sorry that it didn't turn out as good as you wanted it to.
I hope it's a lesson well learned.
Yeah. Definitely, if Zach has a passion project, definitely would be cool to see. But at the same time, as long I don't know. He does like you said, the slow motion too much of it.
Yeah.
Just make a movie the way it is, and don't worry about the runtime. That's what I would say.
Well, again, why in the world is he coming out with? Well, again, why is he? Why did he even bother coming out with this version? And then he's coming out with a Snyder cut, and there's it's gonna be way better. It's gonna go ahead and fill in all the plot holes and stuff like that. So why did you go ahead and release a movie that already had plot holes in it then?
Yeah, but is it though? That's the question. Is it gonna?
That is the question. I know we're gonna have to go ahead and review that one then.
Is it going to?
I mean, because that is we're watching.
The question is this, or is it going to be just adding the blood and the guts and making it rated R? Is that what it's going to be, or is he really going to fill in plot holes?
Right, because the thing is that otherwise, at that point, what we just watched was not Rebel Moon, and the one that's coming out is the real Rebel Moon.
Yeah. But of course, they're doing that as a ploy to make money, because of the Snyder cut with Justice League. So
I'll watch it anyway. Just go ahead and have something to go ahead and laugh at, I guess, or cringe at, whichever one.
Or cringe at. Either way, one or the other.
I was gonna say either way, I will not be entertained. I'm sure.
Yeah. So I'm probably gonna give the allegory a no point for now until the second part comes out.
That's fair.
So there we go.
I'll go the same route because it's an unfinished movie. I mean, I'll go that route.
I mean, like you said, though, you could always throw in, wanting freedom. You could always throw in, like I said, that woman changing from being a bad Nazi to redemption and asking forgiveness and, becoming a better person of herself. But since it's not finished yet, you don't know which way she's. That would be a nice plot twist. She kind of doesn't know which way she wants to go. She's acting nice now. I mean, obviously they already put in there. oh, I don't know about love, and she wants to have love, but she doesn't know.
Child of war.
And she's a child of war. So they're obviously going to go the route of, in the end, she finds love, and she's
no, we can't do that because that wouldn't be all about female empowerment then.
Right, but
we can't have that.
Cool. It'd be so cool if you like made her change her mind and say screw this and kills everyone, even the rebels. Just everybody, you know, and she goes rogue.
That would be a plot
by herself, you know.
And you find out she's actually a secret cyborg.
Right. Plot twist.
It's like, oh, now it makes sense why she was able to go ahead and take out 10 like hulking dudes in the first movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it all makes sense.
No, it all makes sense. Joe goes, yes. Yes, I do hope part 2 knocks our socks. I sure hope so.
I'll make sure I go ahead and have it strapped on.
Yeah. Oh, another going back to the plot. I know we're kind of done voting for everything, but going back to the plot, I didn't like it in the. I thought was unnecessary to say, oh, to bring the harvest in. We all got.
Oh gosh!
We all got to go knock boots. We got to knock boots, and it'll bring the harvest in. What? it'll make the seedlings sprout.
Yes, because our influence doing the horizontal tango causes plants to grow.
Yeah.
So that means the seeds are like, what y'all doing in there?
Oh, yeah,
you gonna make us grow now?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shoot! Corey ain't doing nothing. We ain't gonna grow right now. We're gonna grow cockeyed.
Right. I mean, apparently it was about the gods, you know. Oh, the ancient gods. The only way they'll make it grow is if we knock some boots.
That was just uncomfortable, man.
It was the strangest thing.
My wife looked at me and was like, they're gonna do what? I'm like,
right.
Yeah. It's like, is that what farmers do?
Right. Well, I mean,
you're gonna look at a potato a whole lot differently now, aren't you?
I mean, farmers do that when they want to grow their family and get more.
I would say when they're bored. I would say when they're bored and they need to go ahead and create farm hands.
I mean, you know, we're like becoming like the Amish. You know, the Amish. That's what they do to get farm hands. You know. We need some
we gotta grow some farm hands. Let's throw in the incubator.
That's for sure. You're on a darn farm. What else?
Yeah, no, shoot, man. I ain't gonna look at vegetables the same way. I'm gonna go and pick one up. It's like,
Speaking of farms. Speaking of farms, I'm gonna do a garden this coming year. So.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. That's because
self-sufficiency.
That's
or that
being healthy and self-sufficient. Absolutely.
There you go.
I don't want to live on the grid no more. I want to be grid free. You know. That's another.
Yeah, you're on YouTube. Yeah, you're on YouTube.
That's another talk for another time. YouTube.
I won't go off the grid. I'm going to stay on YouTube. Well, kind of still on the grid.
That's true. You're absolutely right. But, you know, it is.
Small steps.
That's right. Small steps. Don't have to use more money if you.
Right. There, yeah. Right. Keep a little more of that.
That's it.
Uncle Sam's taking enough of it as it is.
That's it. Oh my goodness, our taxes go too far, too much. They keep raising taxes on every stupid little thing.
Yeah, November can't get here fast enough.
I know it. Praise the Lord Jesus. We are going to be voting for someone good this year.
All we have to say is make sure you go out and do your part. Otherwise, we're going to still be living in this catastrophe.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. With
and again, I really don't care which side you vote, just as long as you get out there and vote, because it is your God-given right as an American.
That's it. I don't care what you vote, but I do care what you vote.
Because
right. I don't want to keep living in this.
Yeah, I know, right? But still, you whether you vote one way or another, you go out and you vote.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And it is your right, it is your privilege, it is your freedom.
If voting doesn't work again, well, that's another talk for another time.
Well, that means that Rebel Moon's coming here, then I guess.
That's right. Rebel Moon.
Rebel Moon becoming a reality.
That's right. Rebel Moon. The big moon. That just pull your pants down. The big moon, everyone. Live life, we live how we live. That's right. Live life. That's right. We live how live. We live how we live. We live how we live. Our choices are our own. Yep. We adapt and grow.
Yep. That's just like the plants that were planted in the movie, and then they
just like Rebel Moon.
Right. Yes.
Well, everybody, I think. Oh, I didn't tell you.
We got to tally it up.
We got to tally it up. That's right. I'm sorry.
Is it watchable?
All right. So we got a 4 out of 10. A 4 out of 10, everybody.
Mediocre at best.
Yep, mediocre movie, 4 out of 10. Inside the Booth gives it a 4 out of 10. But you know what? Don't go by our word. Go by your own word. Watch the movie.
Watch it for yourself, and then you can critique it yourself.
Yep. And leave some comments down below and let us know what you think of this wonderful movie. And if you disagree with some of our points, just let us know. Leave a comment. Leave a nice long comment down there.
Yeah.
Well, I like this because of this. Don't just say we're jerks and tell us off, but tell us why you like something or didn't like something on a movie. And that's how we get engagement, and engagement is fun. These guys are lurists. What's it say?
Lurists?
I can't even read that word.
I don't know. Purists. Oh, purists.
Oh, yes. These guys are purists. Don't tell anybody that, because then the emperor will come and force us to do things we don't want to do.
He's gonna sick the octopus on us.
That's it.
That was a weird scene too, by the way.
Yeah, the octopus man.
No, not the octopus man. The man with the octopus. As far as the admiral with the octopus, that was weird.
Oh, right, that one was weird too. Yeah, and even the cantina scene was weird. You had the little blue alien thing sucking on the guy's neck.
Yeah, almost like snap. What was it? It was in it was in Independence Day. There it was. Yeah.
Release me.
Yeah, Brent Spiner. Yeah.
This is where it is. Anyways.
At least he didn't sound like Stephen Hawking.
Right, that's it. So that's it, guys. 4 out of 10. Like I said, tell us what you think. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching us tonight. We hope you love this movie as much as we did.
Not. We hope you love this movie as much as we did not.
And if you like what we do here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Vanquish the like button. Ding the bell for more notifications of when we go live or when we post stuff. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. So
it's what it is.
Right. It was a good watch, great cast, different spin on sci-fi classics that paved the way for today's cinema. Yeah, that's true. It was.
Oh no.
It was.
Yes.
So anyway,
I was hearing something different. It's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, so thanks guys for being here. Thanks for watching. And Josh, thanks for being here.
Always a pleasure.
I'll have you on again sometime. You know what? I'll have you on again every time we do the Rebel Moon stuff.
Oh man, how many movies are gonna come out with?
I don't know. It might be.
Oh my god!
Who knows? Who knows?
I don't want to be talking only about Rebel Moon.
We got the Snyder Cut we got to talk about, and then part 2,
right?
And then the Snyder Cut part.
Snyder Cut of part 2, yeah.
Yeah.
So 4 movies.
3 times. 3
Dang
more
it.
times.
Dang it!
I'll bring in a few other people too if you want.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So thanks for being here. And again, everybody, have a good, wonderful night, and we'll see you next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Good riddance.
Oh.
Good. Good everything.
Get out of here. We're done with you guys. Go away.
That's right. Thanks for watching.